Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Lord Anubis who wanted one of the Double Zeta series in the colors of Tryon-3. I went with the default Double Zeta Gundam because it's been patched lately and just feels really good. It now has a double charging high mega cannon that can be charged while moving, and does really good heavy stagger damage when you fire it, as you can see from my, taking about a quarter of the health off of that Masala. I often get caught out at the beginning of a round, like where I just was, just by picking a fight with people. So, since Double Zeta is relatively fast and has a dodge roll, I got out of there fast as I could. Because yeah, I've had this experience, but Arctic-based things. Double Zeta has really good boost efficiency though, so I was able to make most of the circuit without having to overheat thrusters or anything. And firing the high mega cannon gave me a little bit of chance to recover them. So yeah, went well all around. That is, I think it's a DJ Traversia, and yeah, those are pretty nice. I need to run it again, but also that yeah, that Messer is going to be around a lot. Oh yeah, and there's the Masala again, which I just got an assist on. Yeah, so we have won the first wipe, and yeah, so far so good. But yeah, as you can see, the high mega cannon also comes back pretty quickly now, so you can have it ready relatively easily. It is now basically a weapon instead of, a sometimes treat. I just hit that prototype Psycho Gundam for 9,000 damage, not bad. And because it has piercing, I also did some damage to the base. Likewise, I believe the double beam rifle has the same issue, but no, if you want to wreck a base, the real star on Double Zeta are the missiles. They do a lot of damage relatively quickly, and of course, if you really need to, you can fire them while boosting. So if you need to be evading everything and its cousin while you fire off missiles, you can do it. And yeah, I am just going to kneel here for a little bit of extra damage. As you can see, it took the missile damage, I think, from like 404 to 480. I think that's correct. Regardless, yeah, that is a cannon gun, and I end up having a couple run-ins with it that actually go fairly well. Double Zeta at this point is strong enough that it can kind of overrun a support if it needs to, at least that one. There are definitely other supports I would be more wary of, but yeah. Cannon gun is good, but, something with as many options as Double Zeta, I think it's going to have a hard time mounting a response to. And there's another high mega cannon in the prototype Psycho Gundam's face. They're actually very similar, as I've said before. And yeah, Proto Psycho was either out of boost or not ready for the range on the Hyper Beam Saber. The range on the Hyper Beam Saber is really good. Don't underestimate it. And yeah, here's the cannon gun. I am just stunning it with missiles, following up with with all the other weapons, and then getting into melee range. And yeah, you can do, the same thing I like to do with Gelgugs, land an uncharged shot and then move in for a melee attack afterwards. So yeah, Double Zeta, very versatile. And yeah, I've landed, 3 high mega cannons so far? It is definitely outgrown its original, the original, problem of the high mega cannon of, yeah, I'm pretty sure at least once, I actually chose to run around specifically because I landed a decent shot with the high mega cannon. Yeah, with the new and improved one, that's not a thing anymore. The thing that is a thing is getting it charged and firing it while you can, and I don't know. I swear that is not the angle that I was standing at, but, it just went weird. That's fine. Yeah, started to use the missiles, but realized the overhang was going to be a problem, so just, go back to, out. Yeah, so Proto Psycho finally got me. Which, we're up 2-1 at the moment. I cannot complain. It went pretty well. So my first death was with less than 3.5 minutes remaining. I can't complain. That's really nice. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, about 3 minutes left. And words. I have them somewhere. I don't know where I left them. Let's see. waiting to jump back in until everybody else is ready, because, yeah, just, they are damaging the base pretty heavily, but don't want to go in there by yourself and be the one they damage heavily instead. Now other people are coming in. Now it is a good time to actually do things. Let's see. I saw somebody there with relatively low health, but I'd like to charge the high mega cannon. Or, more importantly, there's a Messer FO1. And the one thing I'd like to say that I didn't transform in this round on purpose, because Tryon-3's transformation looks nothing like the G-Fortress. That is not the case. I don't, there are some transforming suits I don't think to transform a lot. Double Zeta is definitely up there because it is, well, for when it first came out, it could not transform. It was radically different than it is now. But this is going to be a nice shot because I get the crouch, the Masala is standing still next to a charged high mega cannon. I don't know why they did that, because they did not have the power to destroy number one in just a couple of hits. So, that was a losing proposition. But, I mean, sometimes you just kind of get into it. But yeah, if I saw a bright red, yellow, and blue robot crouching next to me, charging its forehead, I would run away, or dodge, or tackle, or anything but keep stabbing the thing I was stabbing. But that's just me. But yeah, so far so good. Minute and a half to go. We're still up about 2-1. They are, however, they are wise enough to spawn in together. That's going to help them a good bit, because we've got 2 people low on health. So if they can focus down those 2 and then have, numerical advantage on us, that can definitely change things a little bit. So, and yeah, I also, for some reason, often forget the shoulder beam cannons. Just like, I feel like they're the least interesting weapon that Double Zeta has in robot mode, except for maybe the Vulcans, which I don't think I use at all this round. But yeah, you got out of Masala's range. Yeah, just trying to do something useful, but didn't notice the DJ Traversia right behind. So, oh well. Let's see. But yeah, now like I said, they've come pretty close to catching up, and they're actually in a really good position here, because we are all down. They have 20 seconds. If they focus on our base, they might be able to do it, and you can see them heading for it. So yeah, some people are spawning back in. Like, if they'd had maybe 10, 15 more seconds, maybe 30 on the outside, they probably could have overrun us. Because yeah, as you can see, they are real close to getting our base, and they would have won if they had. So yeah, they got close, and for a comeback like that, I respect. That was a really good turnaround. But we did manage to pull it off. I did 141,000 damage. I'm happy with that. Like I said, high mega cannon, really good now. 4-2, but again, the damage. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. I hope you enjoyed the round, Lord Anubis. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I keep looking at that really expensive Soul of Chogokin Tryon-3. I like it. It looks good. It's like $400, I think, maybe more. But yeah, I think my first in a very long time, like, fairly expensive Gundam figure purchase will probably be like late this year, early next, when the Metal Robot Spirits RX-78 G-Quux version comes out. Not the White Gundam, but the original Gundam as it showed up at the end of G-Quux, because it is pretty well on model to the original. So I love animation accurate Gundam figures, so that I'm gonna do that.